turn now to page 2 for the blessing over the candles and the fruit of the vine. I would like to invite Imara Esther to lead us with the blessing over the candles and the fruit of the vine.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
So as we chant our bracha together, we bring in that light and that energy. There it goes. And that amazing Shabbat love. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshonu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlikneh shel Shabbat.
And we turn now to page 5 for the blessing for the fruit of the vine.
Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine.
Please join me in our bracha. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Amen. Chaim.
And we turn now to page 20 to sing together Lecha Dodi. So we're a week and a half, give or take, from Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur and what is called the high holidays. We're in the month of Elul, a month where we concentrate on thinking of things that we probably could have done better, asking forgiveness from people that we've hurt, and making sure that this year we'll attempt to be a better version of what we ought to be. We keep trying. We're never going to be perfect. There's always something to be better, but this is that season. So as you rise up to page 28 for the Berlow, there is one thing we can do much better doing. Please rise up as we're doing that. And please turn and look at our stage right there. And hopefully, Avery, you can point the camera to the stage and see the food drive that we're doing, thinking of members in our community, members in Jewish Louisville and in Greater Louisville that really need our help. And we really want to do as even better than we did at 2019, where there was no room on the stage and no room on the floor next to the stage. That's our goal for this year. You can order food on Amazon. You can bring it food here. Up to Yom Kippur, we're open for business and for your generosity. We turn now to page 28, and the melody of the high holidays will remind us that we should bring more food to the bima, to the stage. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch Ata Adonai, Ama'ariv Aravim. We turn to page 34 for the calling of the Shema. Please be seated.
And all these words which I command
And we turn now to page 40 for the Nichamocha.
You may recognize both of these melodies. So that high holiday tune that we began our Baruch with, it's called a motif. And what a motif is a little theme, and it shows up in little places here and there. So just when you think you're not in high holidays anymore, oh, there it is. And that happens with Micha Mocha. But I like to do something a little fun with it, so see if you can pick out the melody that is going to go along with it. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la la. Micha Mocha ve'elim Adonai. Micha Mocha le'edar HaKodesh.
We turn to page 42 for Ashkivenu.
Try that much with me. Hashkivenu would be remiss if we did not take a moment to also elevate joy and happiness, sameach, yismetu, this amazing 25 hours of Shabbat. Please join with me.
Rise as we turn to page 46 for the tefillah.
yom yahalelucha sela. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
Please be seated as we turn to page 61 for the blessing for shalom, the blessing for peace. Please join me. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, or eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום.
Shalom Ra'ah, Bo Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Ra'ah, Bo Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Ki atahu melech hador, Lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech hador, Lechol hashalom. Shalom Ra'ah, HaYisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Ra'ah, HaYisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. L'tov be'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Ra'ah, Al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Ra'ah, Al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam.
We turn now to page 253 for the Misha Berach, the prayer for healing and courage and strength in our lives. We think in our hearts of all the people that we know that need healing and courage and strength. And as we count our friends and loved ones that need our blessing, we sing together Misha Berach.
Nishevera avoteinu mikor habracha levoteinu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. V'shevera imoteinu mikol habracha lavoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Our Torah portion is called Kitavo, which means when you enter. It's about when we enter the land. Moses is speaking to the people of Israel as we're about to cross the Jordan River to enter the land of Israel. And our Torah portion actually deals with what will it take from us in order to be an independent and sovereign people. We were enslaved in Egypt for about 400 years, give or take, and then we are in the desert with God hovering over us, taking care of all our needs, and all of a sudden, there's going to be this huge change of the way we handle ourselves, and we're going to be independent and sovereign and actually responsible for our own actions and the consequences of those actions. In this very long Torah portion, there are 2 verses that describe what kind of a relationship we will have with Adonai, our God, once we enter the land and come to be independent. And those verses go more or less like that. Moses speaks in the name of God and says to the people of Israel, "This day you have proclaimed Adonai to be your God." And then Moses says in the next verse, "And this day Adonai has proclaimed you to be God's treasured people." It's actually an amazing statement. We don't think of Adonai our God like that. When we say the blessings, like when we bless the candles, we say, "Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who has commanded us." So Adonai is the ruler. Adonai is above us, and we are God's servants following God's commandment. We actually, when we sing Mi Chamocha, we actually say, Adonai is above all other rulers. Adonai is the ruler of all rulers. We have that imagery of a hierarchy that Adonai is above, literally. Sometimes we say Adonai is in heaven and we're here at earth, but Adonai is the sovereign and we are here to listen and to follow the commandments. But that's not what those 2 verses are describing. Adonai has proclaimed you. I'm sorry, I got it wrong. You have proclaimed Adonai, and then only Adonai has proclaimed you. This is even more than egalitarian relationship. A relationship almost, we can dare and say, between equals. The rabbis, in a beautiful midrash, are taking it even one step further. And they're saying that Adonai is saying, the people of Israel, you have made me today into the God that I am. Therefore, I will make you today the people, my treasured people, that you are. Adonai is saying to us, according to the rabbinical interpretation, that Adonai will not be the God of all earth without the people of Israel proclaiming and declaring the sovereignty of God. And then the rabbis continue and say, and how do the people of Israel do that? By twice a day coming to the synagogues and to the houses of prayer and saying, "Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one." When we do that, we become the witnesses of God on earth, the witnesses of Adonai on earth. And this is why Adonai has chosen us to be God's own people. So as we enter independence, we also enter a new relationship between us and Adonai our God. A relationship that is an egalitarian relationship. A relationship of mutual responsibility. We are responsible to be God witnesses on earth, and that's what makes God the ruler of all humanity. Shabbat Shalom.
This is called Hello, God. And as I was thinking, I had a sneak peek about what Rabbi was going to talk about tonight. And I was thinking, what could I sing that speaks to that beautiful relationship? Especially as we move into Sukkot, we are moving inward. God is in there too. So sometimes I will sit and I'll say, "Hello, God, where are you?" And Craig Taubman put these words into music. Hello, God, are you out there? Haven't spoken in a while. I just wanted to say hello. Hello, God, are you out there? Haven't seen you in a while. There are some things I thought you should know. Things have been great, sometimes so. It's weird, but you often on my mind. Hello, God, are you out there? Haven't spoken in a while. I just wanted to say hello. I've got lots to tell you, and even more to ask you. So I hope, God, you've got some time. This world feels so broken, mixed up and confused. Makes it hard to know wrong from right. So if you've got that chance, could you send me a sign? You know an angel would be just fine. If I had one wish, one dream could come true, I would ask that you send us some love. It's a gift I would treasure, I'd spread it around. I don't think that there's ever enough. Hello, God, are you out there? Haven't spoken in a while. I just wanted to say hello.
And we turn now to page 283 as we rise for the Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon ha'kol, la'te'ir la'yotzer b'rishit, shehu sam chelkinu li'achid et shemo, v'gor aleinu, l'hamlich malchuto, va'anachnu korihim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei Malchei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Ve'emar, Ve'haya Adonai, L'melech al kol haaretz. Bayom hahu, Yeh Adonai echad, U'shemo, U'shemo, U'shemo echad.
Please be seated. Our fourth turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. On this Shabbat, we remember especially Raymond Allen Sr., Dr. Stanley Frager, James Davis, A. Lawrence Falk, Martin Felson, Rose Heidemann, Ray Judah, Tracy LaSalle, Evelyn Michelson, Michael Rapport, I. J. Florman, Beth Goldstein, Blanche Lowbred, Herman Rosenblum, Herma Rosenblum, Sol Diamond, Anna Felson, Marsha Fine, Max Jacobs, Sarah Y. Morrison, Alice Spenner, Lillian Bernstein, Selma Erlen, Catherine Fabricant, J. William Frentz, Colin Segal, Mary Lou Walddecker, Aaron Soloyevich, Bernard Bowling, Miriam Kleinberg, Riva Rosenberg, Stanley Yarmouth, Valerie Bornstein, Philip Elias Phillips, Alexandra Reut, Ellen Beiersdorfer, Joseph Lubitsch. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. With the blessed memories of our loved ones in our hearts, we rise and we turn to page 294 as we're going to read together the Mourner's Kaddish. Please join me. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעולמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום, עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. זיכרונם לברכה, may the memory of our loved ones come to be a blessing and a benediction to us all. Amen. Our closing song is Shana Tova.
And I hope that you will all sing with me, because clearly I've got a frog in my throat. Lishana Tova, Tikatevu, Lishana Tova, Tikatevu, Lishana Tova, Lishana Tova, Lishana Tova, Tikatevu.
Please say Shabbat Shalom and maybe also Shana Tova to someone you never met before and also to people you do know. And please join us for the oneg for some baked goods made by the women of Reform Judaism. Shabbat Shalom.